Mnangagwa rushes to Kg6 Barracks after mysterious blaze. What's really happening? Before we dive into this intense and developing story, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. From breaking political news to behind-the-scenes truths across Zimbabwe and beyond, we keep you informed, intrigued, and just one step ahead of the headlines. This morning, before the sun had fully risen over Harare, thick plumes of smoke could be seen curling above the city skyline. Fire engines raced down Borrowdale Road. Emergency vehicles lit up the streets with urgency. And as the early news trickled in, one name hit the airwaves like a thunderclap: Kg6 Military Barracks. The heart of Zimbabwe's military command. A fortress of national security. The nerve center of tactical operations. Engulfed in flames. The exact cause? Still unclear. But what we do know is this: President Emmerson Mnangagwa made an immediate, unannounced visit to the smoldering barracks just hours after the fire broke out. Cameras captured the presidential convoy entering through the rear military access gate, flanked by heavy security and followed closely by senior officials from the Ministry of Defense. Now let's pause and ask the obvious: why did the president appear so quickly? Why this urgency? Reports suggest the fire broke out in a sensitive communications wing of the barracks, an area not typically accessed by lower-ranking officers. According to unofficial sources, some of them disturbingly credible, the blaze may have started near the records department or, more worryingly, close to a secure data room used for internal surveillance files. And so, when Mnangagwa arrived in person, not days later or through a spokesperson, but immediately after the fire, the tone was set. This was not just a routine inspection. Witnesses say the president didn't spend much time talking to the press or military staff on the ground. Instead, he went straight into a private briefing with senior commanders, emerging 45 minutes later with a face far more serious than usual. No smiles. No handshakes. No usual political charm. And that's when the speculation began. Some are calling it sabotage. Others whisper the word inside job. A few even question whether the fire was a cover-up, an attempt to destroy files or evidence in an internal military shake-up. Of course, these are just whispers. But in Zimbabwe, as history shows us, whispers are often early warnings. Meanwhile, social media across the UK diaspora is already on fire, no pun intended. Zimbabweans in London, Birmingham, and Leicester are posting non-stop about the Kg6 blaze. Why? Because this isn't just about one building burning. It's about trust, transparency, and the tight grip of power that the military holds in Zimbabwe's political landscape. You see, Kg6 isn't just a barracks. It's the seat of military muscle that has quietly underpinned political authority for decades. And if flames can reach that deeply into the system, what else could be vulnerable? If you're still with us and haven't subscribed yet, now is the time. This story is moving fast, and you'll want to catch every twist. Subscribe now so you don't miss what could be one of the most dramatic power developments of the year. Back at the scene, cleanup teams are working round the clock. Soldiers are patrolling the perimeters. And all media interviews from on-site officers have been abruptly halted. One junior soldier, who asked not to be named, told a reporter, "We were told not to talk. Only the top knows what happened." And there it is. That phrase again. Only the top knows. So what happens next? Will the Ministry of Defense release a full investigation? Will Mnangagwa speak publicly in the coming days? Or will this entire fire be quietly buried, with no explanation given to the people? We've seen it before. But something about today's events feels different. Heavier. More calculated. And as we speak, political analysts are drawing parallels to previous military incidents that preceded major policy shifts or leadership changes. Could this be one of those moments? Only time will tell. But for now, the smoke may have cleared, but the questions are just beginning to rise. This is the place to be for every development. Stay alert, stay tuned, and most importantly, stay subscribed. Because what comes next might just change everything.